Hi, Josh. Welcome to Season 2 of Surviving Mars. As you can see in that little panel on the left, the Below and Beyond update has been released. Now, I've been planning Season 2 of Surviving Mars for quite a while, and I had actually recorded over 2.5 hours of footage from a new game, and then the update came out, like 3 days after I recorded that. And so I sat on it for a while and I thought about it, and I decided to trash that old footage and record with the Below and Beyond update our new playthrough. So, I'm going to skip through all of the selection stuff so that you don't have to suffer through watching that like you did in the first episode of Season 1. But I will give you a quick recap after I make all the selections, and I'll show you where we're starting. I'll be right back. Hi, it's me in post. I thought that I would just take a scene or two and slow them down a lot and tell you what we ended up with. So, we settled on Aeonia Alpha, one of the pre-generated landing sites. It has really good resources and low natural threats, and the difficulty challenge isn't amped up too much, so that'll be nice for us. As for our commander profile and our mission sponsor, we went with Brazil and the rocket scientist. And if any important things come of that as we're going through the game, I will be sure to call those out. But for now, we're not going to worry too much about the benefits or the trade-offs that come with either one of those. I just wanted to give you a bit of insight into our selection. Let's jump into the start. And here we are. Let's see, we can reach everything from here. I think this will be a good start, like right here-ish. Let's grab ourselves some research. And you'll notice, because of the update, we can move things up and down a lot easier now with these up and down arrows, and that's fantastic. Now, we have 3 orbital probes, so we may as well use them to really quickly knock out some things. And then we'll just set the rest. There we go. And you'll notice all these little guys just kind of wandering around. I want you guys to all go pick up these medals, okay? Now, the first thing that we should build, I suppose, is our first drone hub. That seems like a good enough place for it. We can just stretch out through all of this flat land from there. Now, let me see if I can get rid of this little rock pillar. Should be able to flatten this. Right there. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a whole bunch of waste rock, aren't we? Well, that's fine. We'll just let that build up a bit right around there, and then eventually, when we get this concrete thing made, we will move it all into one of the rock dumps that we'll have around it. Let's actually get that going. Alright, let's also get our little Stirling generator going. And then, just to have everything that we need all set up and going, we're going to build some pipes right along here. We're going to build our moisture evaporator right here next to the... Well, maybe we won't build it right next to the Stirling generator. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about the dust. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we can't lose the prefab. We need this moisture evaporator, so we're going to have to risk losing a drone. We were able to assemble the moisture evaporator at the cost of a drone, which is inconvenient, but necessary. We will just accept that, and we're also going to build a fuel refinery right here. Alright, now we've got to get some large dumping sites in here, and I think that we're going to put them along here. And we need more power. So I think it's time to get some of these things going. Let's see. We really can't afford large wind turbines at this point, can we? Well, maybe we can afford a couple. Although these things are going to require machine parts for maintenance also, and it's probably a bad idea to put them in the dust path. So maybe we'll build some more power lines out this away. And then we'll build our power along there where there's no other machines that are going to get dust in our turbines or on our solar panels. There we go. We'll just set up 3 of those, and then I think we'll rely on solar panels for the rest of our power. But we also need some batteries, some power accumulators, so that we aren't running out of power every single night. Oh, we found anomalies. Okay, it's the 4 anomalies that we already found. That's good to know. It's just catching up to us. Alright, it looks like we're still having power issues because it's nighttime. Oh, and there goes our first wind turbine, and we are good to go on power. That's a relief. Okay, now it's time to build some storages for all of the stuff that we're going to be picking up. As you know, I like to put a universal depot near every single drone hub. So we'll do that right there. And we will build some concrete depots right along this line near the extractor. Alright, we are in good shape once these power accumulators get built, because they will start storing up all the power from the solar panels all during the day, and at nighttime when we're relying solely on our tiny little baby Stirling generator and the wind turbines, if that's not enough for our infrastructure, the power accumulators will help us out there. Uh-oh. So, we have a meteor, good lord. So this is not great. We have competitors, and they are gonna beat us to things. So I think what we need to do is get this rocket out of here, and we need to request a new rocket with some of our limited funding, and we need to bring, let's say, an RC Explorer that can analyze anomalies for us. We probably need more drone hubs so that we can expand the footprint of our soon-to-be colony. We could probably use another fuel refinery and another moisture evaporator. And I would really like some more drones. Now, it would probably be a good idea to bring some polymers and machine parts because we are already using them up. Alright, there we go. We're spending quite a lot of money, but we have filled our cargo capacity, so that will help us to get kind of a leg up. Uh-oh. USA has completed the Find Water on Mars milestone, which means we are out on the bonus that we could have gotten from that. So if we look at our milestones, we lost the potential to gain a free 250 research points. And that's unfortunate, but 250 is not bad. We're going to have our Explorer here soon. We'll be able to scan an anomaly. Hopefully we'll have the fuel made to launch a rocket soon. And then we need to get all of these other things going. We need to get a dome constructed. We need to produce food. We need to research a breakthrough. All that other stuff. There we go. First power accumulator is in the ground. Building up power stores. That's great. Alright, now if you look at our power grid, right now our total demand is 18, and our total production is 42. And that's at night when none of the solar panels are up. Which means all 5 of these power accumulators will be able to store up power. They're going to store up a pretty solid amount of power, actually, which is great for us. That means that we can get more machinery going before we have to really expand our power infrastructure. We are producing fuel, and the rocket is already getting fueled up. We're almost halfway full already, and then we'll be able to launch the rocket. That'll be some nice research points for us. And we are looking pretty good on that front. We're almost halfway through our first research goal at this point, which is great. We don't really need to amplify any of our extractors, this being the only one we have, but that's okay. We're just doing it so that we can work our way down the tree and get more research unlocked. Oh, next rocket is here. I think we're going to set this guy right here. Alright, let's get this place unloaded, and let's get this Explorer over here. Scan that. Scan another one. And you can come down here and scan this third one. And then you can come up here and scan this fourth one. Hauling right along. We'll have 250 more research in no time. All right, milestone achieved. Got our 250 research, and woo, we unlocked a whole bunch of research possibilities. Let's go back to the research screen now. Oh shit, that's excellent. If you remember the last playthrough that we did, the Dozer rover turned out to be super useful. We can research the Moxie, which is going to be a big deal. We can research the decommission protocol, absolutely, because we want to be able to clear salvaged and destroyed buildings. We can research our own Explorer AI. We can build autonomous sensor towers, which, if you remember, these help us to get advanced warning when there's going to be like a meteor shower. That's useful. And we can research the tech that will give us more applicants appearing on Earth as colonists. All right, now this one we're going to go for first because we get an additional 100 science per sol for each RC Explorer vehicle. And then I think we're going to grab the decommission protocol and the Moxie. All right, go little Explorer. You're doing God's work over here, man. Uh-oh, we got a message from the anomaly. Large water deposit discovered. Son of a bitch. Just a little bit late. USA beat us to it by, what, less than 10 minutes? Hey, 20,000 very high-grade water is going to be really good for us when we're ready to build a colony. And as a matter of fact, right now, we can build this up and get it started. We can start storing water right this minute if we want to. Let me investigate what it's going to take to get a piping network down there. There we go. And this way we can get a good angle going down here. We can use all of this interior room for building other stuff. I like me some nice straight lines when I'm building this stuff. And then we can put water tanks all along here if we want. We can build more power down here. Oh man, look at that power grid. We are still producing significantly more than we're demanding, but that's going to change once we get these water extractors in place. Uh-oh. Oh my! Alright, do we want a turboelectric scrubber, which I believe removes dust from solar panels? A subsurface heater, which will warm up a dome that we put it under? 2 MDS lasers, ooh, which will protect us from meteor impacts? Or a shuttle hub. Now, we can get a shuttle hub because we picked the mission profile that allows us to do long-range shuttle transport instead of just the little rovers. This is going to be cool for us. I think it might behoove us to take 2 free lasers because they can really protect our colony. I think we're going to take the lasers and we're just going to sit on those prefabs for a little while. We don't need to build them yet. Actually, maybe we should build one right now. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, right. We have another, we have more fuel refinery stuff going on here. We should probably get this in place. All right, I'm trying to strategically place this so that it doesn't get dust on anything else. All right, I'm going to use one of these drone hubs down here. Even though there's a whole lot of unusable terrain, we're going to set this one up here, and then we're going to connect power to it. Oh, shit. Rocket's ready to go. Go home, rocket. Go home. We can launch our first rocket off the surface of Mars and get another free 250 research. And that means we're done with extractor amplification. That's excellent. Let's add something else to our queue. Now, even though we don't need to do any terraforming yet, it might be in our interests to do topology AI because drones work faster on landscaping projects, which means anytime we want to flatten something, the drones will do it faster. That's 3,000 research, though, so that's kind of expensive. What do we got here? Wind turbine upgrade? That is a good tech. We're going to grab that. We'll come back and look at the topology AI later. All right, now the reason I built this drone hub down here is because we're going to put water extractors right here, and I want this drone hub available to service them. Because if you notice, the other drone hub only comes down to here, which means if we built a water extractor down here, it wouldn't be within the range of the drone hub. So this one will really help us out with that. And we can take these little guys and we can start flattening this thing out. Now that is why getting topology AI would be a good thing for us, because these little guys could just be working away and they'd work that much faster. We are low on water storage, so real quick, before I build those water extractors, we're going to build some water tanks. There we go, that fit perfectly. Just put 5 tanks right there, and we will probably end up building more along this side as well. And hell, we could build them all the way down here if we wanted to. But for now, I think these guys will be just fine, and all they need is metals, and so far, we've got plenty of metal. Alright, for now, I'm only going to build 2. Because the other one would have to go right down here, and it'd be kind of rough to have the uneven terrain. Alright, we've got our pipes, we've got our power lines, we've got our water extractors, and now we've got a whole bunch of water towers to collect all that water. And how's our electrical grid looking? We are still producing more power than we're using. That is fantastic. Alright, good to see. I almost forgot to build myself a universal depot down here. We're just gonna stick this right here. And then we've got to build some waste rock disposal, because this is going to fill up fast if they're also taking the waste rock from the water extractors. So let's build ourselves some more large dumping sites, and I think we're just going to build them in here, because we don't want to use any space that's going to cause dust buildup on any machines. So large and small dumping sites can fill up all of the extra room. This rocket's already looking pretty good on fuel as well. That's fantastic. That means that soon we're going to be able to look at expeditions. Now this is interesting. These are our competing colonies. We can trade with them. And we can also do covert ops, apparently. That's going to take some investigation. There are no excursions that we can send this rocket on. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we'll unlock those at some point. Alright, how many drones do we have here? 9? I think that I want to reassign most of these to this drone hub. Oh no, Space Y has almost constructed a dome already? You're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What the hell? Alright, now let me look at where we can construct domes. Oh, you need to come home, little guy. Wait, we found a new anomaly? Yeah, go research that. Can you get down there? Yeah, there's a ramp right here. That's good. Okay. Good, I was just about to park you. Okay, now you've got a job. Now, if we were to build a dome, if we built it over here, we'd have the research bonus and we'd have a rare metal deposit available. We've got a metal deposit over here, not a very big one. But over here, we've got research bonus, a decent metal deposit, a decent smallish rare metal deposit. There's another research site over here. We found planetary anomalies. That's perfect timing. Okay, this one wants people. We can't do that. This one wants people. We can't do that either. And this one wants people. Okay, so we can't do any of them. And that's fine. You are ready to go home. Alright, so there aren't a lot of amazing opportunities for dome building around here. But it seems like this might be our best bet because it has metal and rare metal. And I'm pretty sure we can get to both of these with one dome. So we may take this infrastructure, the power and water pipes, and take them straight across and build a dome here. Hey, we got some research. And we completed the drone swarm research. What's this? Transport optimization. RC transport harvests faster and maximum storage is increased. That's going to be a big deal for us because right now our transport can only transport 30 items at a time and it's kind of slow. Okay, what's our drone hub range? Oh, it only goes already here. All right, so we could build another drone hub right here and then a dome right next to it. That's actually fantastic because that'll fit perfectly within our grid, our desired grid of drone hub coverage where they overlap at the corners. And it'll be so close to the dome that all of its drones will be readily available here. That's amazing. All right, so let's get that set up, because I think we do still have another drone hub prefab. Oh, look at that, and the perfect line goes straight past. Oh, amazing. And we're also gonna run water pipes over there. New special project launch SETI satellite. I believe this is incredibly expensive. Yes, it is. All right, we're not gonna be doing that anytime soon. And before I forget, let me build my universal depot right here. I think I'm gonna build it right... Actually, before I do that, let me figure out where a dome needs to go, huh? What if we built a basic dome? Oh my god, look at how perfect this is. Yes. We have a research site. We have perfect connection to the power and water. We can access the rare metals and the metals. This is great. All right, you know what? We're gonna do it, but then we are going to turn it off so that they don't bring stuff. I just want it in place. Now we are gonna build our universal depot now that we know where the dome is gonna go. And look at that, we can squeeze it in right there. Perfect. Uh-oh, SpaceY has nearly brought their first human. Oh, come on! SpaceY's kicking our ass, guys. Fucking venture capitalist billionaires, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but our research just went up. This is excellent. All right. Let's go to the research screen. So decommission protocol is getting ready to go. We've got our Moxie that we're going to be able to set up soon, which is good because we need to get a bunch of oxygen stored if we're going to build a dome soon. We've got low G turbines that we can research to increase power production. And we've got transport optimization. Okay, good. What else can we build now? Drones and rovers move faster? Yes, please. That'll be a big deal, too. Okay, so far our water storage is full, and I believe these guys are not working at their maximum capacity because we just don't have the demand for it. That's kind of a good problem to have. So I think we should probably build some more water towers right along here. Alright, and we're going to build 5 more water towers, which will increase our storage to 1,000. Okay, we're not going to build this dome until we can do the Moxie and the oxygen tanks, because we need the oxygen stores once we get colonists in place. But we can't afford it. We have 100 metals, 100 concrete, and not quite twice as many polymers as we would need. So we're hurting a little bit in that regard. Yep, SpaceY has humans on Mars. That is unfortunate. Alright, because these drones aren't really doing anything other than moving materials at this point, we're just going to start flattening areas around this dome to open it up so that we have more access to stuff like these concrete patches and more transport routes around, because we're kind of over here on the right side of the map, and it would be nice to eventually have a path up here once we start discovering resources. So I'm going to start getting that underway up here, and then maybe down here I'll start flattening this out. Alright, there we go. Now these guys can just take their time with that. We're in no hurry there, and that's fine with me. Alright, I set another flatten request up here because there's just some crap that's kind of scattered around. And that doesn't mean that they actually have to do any landscaping, they just have to move excess waste rock. And I think that's going to be the same thing right here and right here. I think they just have to pull the rock and go put it in these big-ass storage patches that we've got down here. This one is going to need to be filled in, which is why we're not going to be building up any actual waste rock. I know there's a heavy drone load, but that's just because I gave you guys a lot of work to do. There we go. I'm just going to keep these going to keep our drones busy while we build up extra stores of stuff and work on our research. I left my Explorer way down here in this crater. I should probably bring it home so it's more central to our colony. Oh, this one's done, and I believe that rock patch is outside of our range. Yeah, so we won't be clearing any of this stuff up here until we build another drone hub, like up here or on one of these corners. Now, I need to figure out if we can only fit one rare metals extractor here, or if we can get two around it. And I'm thinking it's probably just going to be one, because they're kind of large. And, you know, there's some power lines kind of in the way over here. Okay, let me pause it real quick so nobody accidentally delivers anything. Now, I could, in theory, put two of these here. But I don't think that we need to. Let's just delete that. I'm pretty sure it's the same over here. We could put one up here and one down here, but I'm not sure if we need to. There's only 660 metals in that deposit, and once it's depleted, we would have to delete the extractors anyway. So I think we will only build one rare metal extractor here and one regular metal extractor here once we get this dome built. And I think the primary goal of this dome will be to get some citizens in, have some farms for them to make their own food, and get these extractors staffed up. I don't think that we're going to try to do any research in this dome, or any machine part construction, or any electronics construction, although we might build some polymer extractors if we can get enough residences in here. But for the most part, I think producing these advanced goods, we're going to have to wait until we can build a bigger dome, because this one's just so small. Oh man, that flatten project finished quick. We may just have to do another one and extend that flat patch down farther. Alright, our drones are going crazy with all these flatten projects I'm giving them. I'm sure if these machines had feelings, they would be very, very angry at me right now. Oh, look at us. We're actually using more power than we're producing at night. Well, alright, it might be time to build some more wind turbines then. Because once we get this dome built, we are going to need a significantly higher level of power production at all times. My major concern is that we're using machine parts for these large turbines. We're also using them for the smaller turbines, but, you know, it's just more economical to have the large turbine. So we may have to order another cargo rocket to bring us some more advanced parts. It's unfortunate, but I think that means we can also bring in some more prefabs if we need them. Let's see what we can get here. Do we want any more drone hubs? It's probably a good idea to have one or two more. Let's bring two more drone hubs. I don't think we need any more fuel refineries. We've already got two. And I don't think we need moisture evaporators because we've already got two water extractors going ham right now and actually working under capacity because we just don't have the storage for it. I don't think we need a Stirling generator. They're good in an emergency, but they really don't make that much power, so they won't benefit us too much. Would it be on our interest to bring some of these factories with us? I'm not sure. They're heavy and they're not terribly expensive, but if we're not using them right away, what's the point? I don't know, maybe one of each. Maybe one of each. There we go. Now we're already at our weight capacity, kind of. You know what? Maybe we'll get rid of those factories. Because like I said, we're probably not going to build electronics or machine parts in our first dome anyway. We will keep a polymer factory. If we can get some polymers under production as soon as that dome is built, we'll be in much better shape. It would probably help to have an RC commander so that we have a mobile drone hub, wouldn't it? You know what? We're going to do it, even though a lot of times it doesn't get used. It's probably just a good idea to have it. Alright, and we're going to fill the rest of our cargo capacity with 4 more drones. Because more drones is never a bad thing. Alright, we've flattened all the way to the extent of here with the exception of a few rocks, and I'm pretty sure these are just things that can be, you know, moved when we build something over them. Like this, when we try to flatten it, turns green, which means it's just surface rock that can be moved. All the rest of this is just about done. Well, I say just about done as this gigantic thing lights up green. They're going to take their time on that, and that's fine. That's the goal. Take your time, drones. We've got plenty of it. Oh, a new anomaly. Whoa, that is really far away. I seriously doubt our explorer can get up there. That's unfortunate. And that is why an RC commander is a good idea, because we can use that way out here, way outside the range of our drone hubs, to build a ramp up here and let our explorer go. Alright, buddy, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for joining me for the new season of Surviving Mars. I look forward to the next episode. I'll talk to you soon, brother. I miss you.